Many shiny Pokemon take on the challenge of competing to be the most popular shiny in all of Pokemon. But which shiny manages to make it to the top as the most popular of all time? We look to see the various reasons a shiny Pokemon could be more popular than others, whether it be the frequency of encountering it, or how well known and loved the changed color was used on a certain Pokemon. And while some of these might also be your favorites, this will be focusing on the ones that are popular in their constant use and ways of being shown off throughout the games, rather than just the most loved one there is. Although that's good to have too. Today we bring you what we have found is the most popular shinies in all of Pokemon, as we have 10 shiny Pokemon battle it out for the top spot. Welcome to the top 10 most popular shiny Pokemon. Hope you enjoy.
Let's go.
Number 10. Suicune. Okay, it's all three of them together, but Suicune always just gets the front end of the popularity. Yeah, maybe Raikou got to use 3 moves in the movie while the other beasts only got to use 2, probably because it never got its own movie or game. But Suicune has box art, it's got more animations in the games when you find it, it's got a nice shiny blue color, and who wouldn't want to crystallize Suicune for their team? All 3 of the legendary beasts managed to be together in a shiny Pokemon in-game event for Pokemon Black, alongside Zoroark, thanks to the new, at the time, movie that came out. In that movie, they were also shown off as their shiny versions, and statically stated as such, which is a pretty uncommon thing to see, as legendary Pokemon aren't typically seen in their shiny forms in the anime. Being all together as shinies made this one of the most popular shiny trio of Pokemon that could pop up. Starter Pokemon, of course, can also compete for a title of being popular on their own, and maybe some other legendary Pokemon can compete for the title as well, but as a trio, there's no other team of 3 Pokemon that has all 3 of them as popular and highlighted in their shiny forms as the beasts. What other legendary trio came into a game and movie as a shiny trio? The birds? The Reggies? The floating gnomes? It was the legendary beasts coming in with even nicely made artwork for all of them to be shown off as a staple shiny trio. Number 9. Wulu. This is one of the Pokemon that was heavily looked forward to for shiny hunts when Pokemon Sword and Shield came out. It's really nice to see a simple, normal type early route Pokemon managing to excite the fans and have them pounce on the chance to be the first one to find its shiny form. The general vibe of Wulu made a lot of people want to see what its shiny version could possibly be, and with the love for this plump little sheep, the hunt was on. Many live streams, many encounters, and with Pokemon popping up as a guaranteed encounter in the overworld, it led to a fun time trying to get yourself a shiny Wulu. It did also fit that its shiny version matched Pokemon Sword and Shield as the black sheep of Pokemon, and would later be revered as a fitting, almost box art-like Pokemon for the games. So not only was shiny Wulu just a well-loved shiny Pokemon on its own, it was also one that managed to be a staple icon for Generation 8 as a whole. Number 8. Pichu. Pichu may not be the most thought of pick when thinking about the most popular shiny Pokemon, but it does have some notoriety throughout the games. There's the Pikachu-colored Pichu, which is the shiny version of Pichu that was packaged alongside the spiky-eared Pichu and brought the cute little duo together as a nice little event for the games. This is a heavily loved event that people found quite heartwarming, just because it was a nice way to show off the pre-evolution to Pikachu and give it the limelight for a bit, as well as a nice bond between the two mice. Where Shiny Pichu got its fame, however, is from Pokemon Go, where it was the rarest shiny Pokemon to be obtained that even came in multiple hats and accessories. Not a bad way to get known for, climbing to the top of the ranks of a mobile game and solidifying your spot as a hard-to-find Pokemon that's still well-loved. If we just go to the top of this Pokemon Christmas tree, or nutritional shiny food pyramid, we see a healthy amount of Pichu all by itself at the top. The many versions are great, and can even be found on random sites for like $30, so that's shiny Pichu being well kept, both popularity-wise and monetarily-wise. All the versions are great. Christmas shiny Pichu, Halloween shiny Pichu, I'm gonna meet absolutely no one at this party I'm going with this hat on, but I'm gonna look cute doing it shiny Pichu, and floral decor Pichu. Still a fairly popular shiny Pokemon, mostly thanks to Pokemon Go, but is also loved in the main games themselves. Number 7. Greninja. There's something about black shiny Pokemon that brings a smile to everyone's face. No, not you yet. You're for later. Are you sad? That's a good thing. This is a ranking. Greninja manages to pull in the crowds with its sleek designer look. The rogue ninja hiding in the shadows is a perfect disposition to be highlighted by this color scheme. In general, Greninja is a super popular Pokemon, so it's only natural that its shiny version would follow suit. And even Ash Greninja also helped boost the popularity of its shiny, as a lot of people had to ask if it was shiny locked or if they could get it as a shiny. Gonna answer that for you all, no you cannot. Unfortunately, there were no events to let you guys capture that, but Shiny Greninja is still a well-mentioned shiny Pokemon among the many starter Pokemon shinies, as the black color scheme always comes off great and pushes Pokemon up in the rankings of popularity on wanting to obtain one. Number 6. Charizard. There's no way that a shiny version of the best starter Pokemon could not make it into a popularity contest. Just look at how many times they had to change the color to make sure it suited the lizard and have it be the perfect color. It started out purple, went to black. In the next 2 generations, you can even see the slight regret and lack of confidence that Game Freak had as they mixed in black and purple together to make this kind of gray purplish hue. And then back to pure black in Generation 6, where they even made Mega Charizard X's color, and a dragon, to really push the narrative that this is the greatest starter Pokemon to ever be created and you are not able to deny or criticize it in any way. Aside from just being a cool color, and the fact that Game Freak knew people liked it so much that they decided to use it for Charizard's Mega Evolution, the frequent change in color is a heavily mentioned topic, and when discussing changed shiny Pokemon, Charizard is always the first example. It is definitely a good shiny Pokemon, and was even great in its original purple debut, and over the years, shiny Charizard is still a greatly remembered shiny for many reasons than only wanting to obtain one. Number 5. Mew. There are many rare shiny Pokemon that manage to bask in the love of the shiny hunters and the Pokemon fans in general, just because of how hard it is to get them. Shiny Mew manages to be one of those Pokemon that became popular due to the old tales and challenging ways of getting one. It's also really cute for the tiny flying squirrel. And the blue color choice, as a solid change, makes it one of the most popular shiny Pokemon for how good it is, alongside its rarity. You know how you open up a pack of cards and hope for the one that's rarely there, but everyone knows it is there? That's Shiny Mew. It's one of the most frequently asked about shiny Pokemon in forums and comments about if there is a way to get a legitimate one, or if the one that they got from random trades was actually legit as well. Not a step on your dreams, but it probably isn't. There is a way to get a legitimate shiny Mew, however. Aside from the Generation 2 Gotta Catch 'Em All event in Thanksgiving 2002, you could have had the old C-map on a Japanese copy of Pokemon Emerald and ran away from it until you found a shiny one. It would take a lot of time, but that quest for glory with its cool blue full color swap brought this cute bundle of joy, a lot of popularity, and made it a greatly loved shiny Pokemon. Number 4. Noctal. This has to be the one shiny Pokemon that a lot of fans mistook as the original color scheme. Shiny Noctal is by far one of the anime's highest ranked memorable shiny Pokemon, just from Ash catching one. There has been many alternate color swap Pokemon, Butterfree's girlfriend that left for Ash being one as well, and although that was not a shiny, it was still a remembered color change. But with even how memorable that episode was, Shiny Noctal blew it out of the park. It's actually amazing to see Ash catch a shiny, and really makes me hope they'll do it again, where he'll be able to have another one. Might take a little bit of the love away from the exclusive Shiny Noctal that he had, as that was its main charm, but Noctal was a great Pokemon, even personality-wise. That allowed it to be constantly talked about for both being a shiny and an exciting Pokemon to see used by Ash. The capture of a shiny Pokemon in the anime would never be forgotten, especially with it being by the main character, and the graceful bird lived on as a memory for everyone. Anytime a Noctal was encountered, everyone at one point hoped that it would be a shiny just like Ash's. Also so they could just catch a shiny Pokemon. Number 3. Metagross. Metagross was most likely the first shiny Mega Evolution that you saw. The many things detailing its chrome finish and the events brought in with Oras solidified as a popular Pokemon. Even Steven has one. You know, Steven, the calmer, cooler Lance that everyone would jump onto because he was greatly appreciated and had the more posh look that calmer fans would appreciate and would scream in excitement whenever he was around, or did a nice pose. Metagross was his signature Pokemon, and seeing him with a shiny one that even Mega Evolved brought home the excitement. It was also a very suitable color choice for a mechanical steel Pokemon. It was a happy moment to see that they gave out events for everyone to use a shiny Beldum that held its Mega Stone, and getting to intake the great feelings of witnessing the color scheme of Metagross being based off the most popular color for a Honda Civic. It even got to be brought out in the anime in its Mega form as well, but of all the Mega Evolutions, shiny Metagross had to be the most remembered, even if this next Pokemon tried to rival that shiny Mega Evolution status. This is just such a great color though. Number 2. Gyarados. This is by far the most caught shiny Pokemon. It even has 2 popular, pretty much main character users in the anime. You've got Lysander's Gyarados that Mega Evolves, and you have Lance, the fierce dragon trainer who caught in the anime and will be remembered even with it being put into a team with his popular dragon Pokemon. Gyarados still stood out among all those well-loved, diverse Pokemon team picks that Lance chose, as Gyarados paraded around in its shiny version. The main thing, however, is the Generation 2 Lake of Rage encounter. Because it was Generation 2, most people would know this was not its original color, and that this was a shiny Pokemon. It would go on to be the first shiny Pokemon most people encountered, making it a never-forgotten one. I love that they made this minimal, just change one color and be as apparent as possible type of shiny Pokemon. The color choice even suits the angry look that it had, that was also fitting for it being the overworld Pokemon in the Lake of Rage. While some people exclusively like to use the Generation's Pokemon for their roster when a new game comes out, Generation 2 challenged that with a shiny Gyarados, making a lot of players throw one onto their team just for the aesthetic love. Also, Gyarados is just a great Pokemon all around. Never forgotten, always remembered, and the most frequently mentioned shiny Pokemon. It has all it wants to be the most popular shiny Pokemon, but there's one more that crosses a lot of different paths. Number 1. Resetting for shiny hunts on legendary Pokemon that were not shiny locked is quite the task. There had to be at least one legendary Pokemon that was put on here to allow you to remember the many videos that were uploaded after 8,000 resets. Rayquaza was one of those Pokemon, but managed to delve even deeper than that. Its shiny version was used as a signature boss-like Pokemon for things like Pokemon Conquest, and even became a main character in its shiny form during Hoopa and the Clash of Ages Pokemon movie. Seeing it in its shiny Mega form was just such a spectacle, and that black color scheme again pushes another Pokemon up in the ranks. But out of all the shiny legendary Pokemon, Rayquaza reigns supreme. There is definitely an underground Pokemon Conquest group to back the love for this shiny final boss, and shiny Rayquaza on its own covers a lot of areas. While Gyarados is definitely one of the most known shiny Pokemon, and most caught, the legendary dragon jumps to the top with its unique ways of showing up. Being a signature Pokemon primarily for its shiny version, especially with original Metagross being the more known signature of Steven, and having shiny Rayquaza take on a main role in a Pokemon movie while Mega Evolving. Shiny Rayquaza, with its unique ways of integrating its shiny form, and the love it receives for that, flies to the top, still scratching Gyarados' head however, but above the rest, in the top 10 most popular shiny Pokemon.